There's a very, very famous Italian. The next stop is Soho. And I bought 3 new luxury bags to make it to this bus because if we miss it, Good morning. It is the 12th of June and our first full day here in New York. We got in yesterday and you saw the vlog yesterday. Last evening we landed up going to sleep fairly early. I think we were asleep by like 7, 8 or something, I want to say. And we did wake up a few times in the night, but we're trying our best to beat jet lag. Trying our best, being the key words here. It is currently...
But are you supposed to be jet lag?
To beat jet lag. 7:45 a.m. at the moment. We're going down in our hotel. Is it the lobby or is it the basement where there's breakfast? We're staying at the Spring Hill Suites in Times Square South in case you forgot that from yesterday. Let me get myself some better lighting. And we're going to have breakfast here. Breakfast in the hotel is surprisingly only served till about 9 a.m., 9:30 a.m. Which is really early in the morning. Typically in Mumbai when we're doing like hotels and stuff, breakfast is served non-stop till around 10ish at least. Here it ends at 9 or 9:30. Works for us considering the jet lag. We're on our way down, gonna eat some breakfast. I've already taken a shower. He's gonna come back and shower. You know this thing about me where I can't even leave my room without taking a shower. So I'm gonna come back up and then we're gonna figure out what the exact plan for the day is. And for now, let's go do some Pet Puja. Already. We started walking about, I want to say 5 to 7 minutes ago. Stopped at a couple of places to click pictures. I'm inserting some b-roll for you to see. I was actually wearing a jacket because the weather on paper looked like it was a lot cooler. While the city does have some winds blowing, it's definitely warm as well. And so I'm stuck with the wrong bra, but we're going to overlook that. The plan right now is to get to M&M World and then from M&M World get to the hop-on, hop-off buses. We're probably not going to do the entire circuit, but just so you know, if you do the hop-on, hop-off buses, you can choose between the upper half of Manhattan or the lower half, the red loop or the blue loop. We're going to be doing the southern half, which is going to cover a few places that were on our list, and you and us will be exploring that today. Getting our tickets verified over here for the big bus tours to begin. The meeting spot for us is the M&M World. So if you're a huge M&M fan, I'm missing the Maisas really a lot right now. This is the first stop and where you can hop on from. This is right at Times Square, so super central and very easy to get here. Okay, we're on board on the big bus. We've been given a map and a pair of earphones. You put these earphones in here somewhere. I need to figure out where. And they give you information about where you're stopping. We have opted for the red loop, which goes in the southern half. We're definitely going to get off at a couple of these places and go explore more iconic spots of New York. We have gotten off at the Flatiron District. This is the iconic Flatiron building. It's currently being renovated clearly, which is why it looks the way it does. We're figuring out a couple of different things to do around this area. There is a really great Harry Potter experience somewhere here, which is number one, which I definitely want to go and check out. There's a very, very famous Italian food joint as well called Italy, which is somewhere right behind us actually. There's a Lego store that Jerry might want to go to, so a few different things. We're figuring our schedule out because I feel like a lot of things look really exciting over here. The Harry Potter store in the Flatiron district is an absolute must not miss if you are a Potterhead. You have so many options and things ranging from every single house to the Triwizard Tournament version of things, Dolores, Umbridge, Dobby and so much more. I posted a dedicated shorts because I was so happy with how this space looked and felt. I'm going to leave in a link. Make sure you go watch it if you are a true blue Potterhead. Okay, so after Harry Potter store, we're now headed towards a very interesting other location that I'm dying to tell you about. I'm also dying to go there because it seems so interesting. We're currently walking towards the Museum of Sex. I've heard about it, I've read a little bit about it, and I'm just curious to know and see what exactly is going on over there. Let's go and find out. The Museum of Sex was a really interesting place to walk into, but also a little bit intimidating to me, I'm not gonna lie. There was a whole range of sex toys around there to purchase, apart from which there was a lot of medicines and supplements available to make your sex lives better. On the inside, there's also a ticketed museum and a show of some sort, which they said was to celebrate different kind of kinks and keeping things sex positive, which I thought was a really cool concept. We didn't go on the inside, but if you do, leave a comment and let me know what you thought of it. Italy is one of the most happening places to come and eat at, which is really, really close to Madison Square Garden. This is in the area around the Flatiron district. So if you're this side and looking for a meal to have, and if you like Italian food, of course, then I would recommend coming here. Recommend because I've heard so much about it, but today we're going to go find out if it's really worth the hype. That's what we're going to go do. Let's go. Make it to this bus because if we miss it, we have to wait for 20 minutes. Oh shit, we missed it. Literally by this much. You weren't even running. Okay, so we just got to know that the next bus is only 6 minutes away, which is not bad. One of the big bus employees is pretty much at every stop. I asked him if he'd like to be on cam, but he said no, so I'm going to respect that and not pan the camera towards him. He's the other side. 6 minutes is not bad. If you miss your bus, you know what to do. Find the big bus employee at the stop and they will be able to guide you. It was like overcast a minute ago and now it's like sun, sunny. Hi! And can you see how literally quickly it became overcast again? New York weather is a little bit weird. Okay, so while we're waiting for the bus to arrive, let me tell you what the next stop is because we're getting off right there, literally at the next stop. If you're confused about where all to go in New York, these buses are a great way to kick off and give you a rough itinerary, and then in each of those areas you can look at what's there. The next stop is Soho, and the reason I'm super excited about Soho is because Soho is known for its shopping, luxury, designers, brands, everything. And I'm super kicked about it because there's this particular, I don't know if you guys have heard, they're not a brand, but they're like a platform. It's called The Real, and I have heard about them for so long. I downloaded the app, I want to say a year ago, maybe over a year ago, and I've been randomly like clicking like and adding things to my wish list. So basically, and this is not sponsored, The Real is this pre-loved luxury platform. And from what I've seen on the app, from what I've seen on the app, everything looks in really good condition, and even the things that are not in great condition, you get to see actual images of, which is obviously super helpful. And they have 3 stores in New York, and they have one of their stores in Soho, New York City. So I'm really excited to be going there because I filtered by what's available to see in store, because you can shop online too. But if you're making luxury purchases, I think I just want to see them in person before like spending that coin. So as soon as we get off in Soho, we're gonna go there because I have my eyes on a few different bags that I want to see in person, and if I like the way they look, feel, their condition, I'm gonna try them on. We're gonna go back with a couple at least of new pre-loved bags today. So I want to clarify the pre-loved angle here. I'm really looking at getting more into pre-loved and thrift in the luxury space because I feel like it's such a beautiful, sustainable, pocket-friendly way of getting your hands on premium products. Okay, the bus is here. Gotta go.
I've been feeling so small. Watch the clock ticking off the wall. But tonight I'm letting it go. Spend my
Getting back into the headphones because you get to hear stuff about New York City on these in your ear.
now. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out. So try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars.
We just got off in Soho, and literally as soon as I got off, I saw Artisia, Lululemon. There's an Aloe store right here. This is where you come if you want to do like shopping. It's a 3-minute walk to the Real store, and I am feeling super excited. I'm feeling very excited because months of wish listing items on the app. I know what I want. I hope that the bags I'm eyeing look the same in person, condition wise, color wise, how they feel. I'm damn excited.
City lights looking fine, and I know this is my time now. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my...
Sorry?
Have video.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Can you see the smile on my face, and can you see the shopping bags at the back? Can I tell you that I did not hold back? I bought 3 new luxury bags.
Oh my god! Wow!
I bought a pair of luxury sunglasses, and Jerry got his first pair of luxury shoes. And literally as recent as like 2023 collections from like luxury brands. I don't want to unbox them in this vlog purely because I feel like this vlog today is very touristy. It's about things to do around New York, and we're not done for the day. It is only 5:19 p.m. We've come back to the room because obviously the bags were really heavy and we wanted to drop the bags back in the hotel. So we took a cab, we've got them here. We're going to freshen up, take a quick break because we are walking around so much. I have 2 disclaimers I want to give you in general. One about being a tourist and one about being a shopper in New York. Number 1, being a tourist, you are going to walk a lot. Do not bother bringing any heels unless you have some magic pair of heels which look fantastic and also are very comfortable. If we were here in the winter, I would have carried my flat boots, my long boots, because I have really comfy ones like that. But I'm carrying only shoes. Literally, I'm carrying 3 pairs of shoes and 1 pair of like just Birkenstocks for like daily wear. Like today I wore them to go down to go get breakfast or whatever. So I am happy about that. Am I compromising on the fashion a tad bit? Yes, I am in that space, purely because I'm okay, but I want to be comfortable. New York has a lot of walking, especially if you're going to all of these clearly very touristy places, right? That's disclaimer number 1. Disclaimer number 2, and this is something that everyone has told me who lives here, who has lived here in the past, people who live all across the country. This is gonna sound really weird, especially considering I just shopped as much as I just bought the things that I did, not like I shopped a lot. But don't shop in New York. So here's the thing, unlike India, where everything you see an MRP with is just flat, that's the rate, that's not how things work here. The way things work here is, and I'll give you an example. Yesterday I liked a Neutrogena mascara that I've heard a lot about and I wanted to go buy, and then because you're in New York, that ended up coming to about $12 or $13.50 because the tax gets added on top of whatever you're purchasing. And this is absolutely anything. So you know, when we're used to seeing the flat rate of something in India, it is the flat rate plus taxes, and the tax changes from state to state, right? So New York obviously has a really high tax. Today when I was shopping from the Real, I asked them what the tax is exactly, and it's about 9% roughly, she said, which is quite a bit. So when you're paying $1,25,000 for a bag, you're technically paying like $1,37,000 for the bag because you're paying 10% up. And US, unlike the European countries, does not give you tax back. So I want to throw that disclaimer out there as well. So if you are looking to buy from brands, now I'll give you another example. Macy's, Bloomingdale's, I know I want to shop things from these brands. I'm not walking into those in New York. I knew I wasn't going to get this stuff at the Real in any other part of my trip because this is pre-loved fashion. It's available in one unique piece at some particular store, and because I've been on their app, I knew exactly what I was looking for when I walked in. But for example, when I go to the other Reals around through this trip, because I will definitely make another run to the other stores through this trip, there's 3 more that I want to go to. The tax rates will be different, so I will not pay a 10%. Now in the case of pre-loved, because those are one pieces only, I have to pay the premium of the tax because I'm getting what I want at a cheaper price, kind of, right? Whereas if you're buying like a mascara or an item from Sephora even, for example, those are like regular prices plus tax rates change. You get the drift. So those are my 2 tips for you to keep in mind that I want to give you as disclaimers. If you are coming to the US for the first time and are going to shop and are coming to New York, don't shop and don't wear heels would be my suggestion. It is also a lot more crowded than I anticipated, so just keep those filters in mind. I'm gonna just lie down, check my email, and do like low-key things for the next. My dress is not going up. I've just kind of opened those 2 buttons so that I could sit comfortably on the bed. I'm gonna just take a chill pill for the next 15-20 minutes, and Jerry and I have come to drop the bags. We'll freshen up. I'll probably change my outfit because I got a lot of pictures around New York in this outfit today, and then we will head out and go to an area that I'm actually really excited about and I haven't been before. Even on my previous trips to New York, I haven't been before. So then we're gonna head somewhere else. You will know in a bit. Gonna peace out. BRB. And now we're at the vessel in the Hudson Yards area. This is super iconic because of the structure and the architecture, and the architects who've done this have actually done a lot of the really interesting, unique designs of buildings all across New York, of course apart from other parts of the country and I'm sure the world. So we're here at the entrance of the vessel, which is free by the way, and right across is a really big mall. If you want to check brands out, this is where you go. There's a whole lot of food trucks lined up towards the circumference of this place, which is really cool. And FYI, entry is free. There's a queue for things on the inside. And there's my husband. Hi! Hot take, if you want to come here for the picture, come here for the picture, but there's literally nothing to do. You go inside, take a picture. There's this blue kind of picture which I'm inserting over here where everything else looks black and white except for you. The structure is beautiful, but apparently because of a few incidents they stop you from going up. I think that if we were allowed to go up, it would have been quite an experience and a great view, but not necessarily something that I would put on 100% recommend you. If you have time and you live around the neighborhood like we do, I wanted to go see the structure, worth it for that. Also, I know I mentioned this before, so it's free, so it's not like you take too much time or you spend anything for this. I would definitely not spend anything for just going in, taking a picture and bouncing. I feel like I'm not like one of those people who likes to travel with that tick mark kind of things. It should be interesting, have some history, be of some recreational or cultural or some significance. You know what I mean? The structure, you can see it behind me, is so stunning. I wish we could have gone up, but वो बंद हो चुका है. There's no scope only. And from the structure right here, you follow the path, and this is what the view from here is, which is really stunning. And there's a whole lot of food trucks, and I don't know what you call thelas in English, but basically thelas around here, which are great to come grab a bite at. New York hot dogs are such a must-have. Definitely gonna grab one of those one of these days. I wanna go and get a pretzel. Is that pretzel? Did that say pretzel? I don't know. But I wanna go and get some pretzels as well. I know I saw some stalls selling those. Oh, stalls. There you go. The English word for thelas. And you basically look over the stunning skyline. Hi G. Shall I give them a spoiler alert? I haven't done the haul as yet, but somebody is wearing his new Gucci shoes. Yes! Barely 2 minutes from the vessel here in Hudson Yards itself is the High Line Park. This used to be a railway track, and I think there was a station here, but when they did away with the station, instead of doing like something else, dismantling it or whatever else, they turned it into a park. This is a stone's throw away from the vessel. The vessel, say literally this is the walk and this is where we arrived. It's like a maybe 3 or 4 minute walk. This used to be a bridge where there used to be a train, not just connection but also train station, I believe. And when they got rid of it, they went ahead and turned this into a park instead of completely dismantling it and breaking the bridge down. I'm loving the way I'm discovering the architecture of the way New York City is, because even though there is so much concrete, they have found such innovative ways of making new and maintaining their greens, which I really appreciate. So this over here, you can literally, when you're walking, see the old train tracks in some part. You walk down the road as you normally would, coming up to a railway bridge or a train station up here, which used to be a little bit higher. And instead of finding, that, you find this lovely garden. If you are looking for something to do in the evening and it's free, you just need to come up here, sit, soak in the beautiful skylines from everywhere. The weather right now has been very generous to us as well, which is fantastic, because even though it's summer, first of all, it's almost 7:30 p.m. and it's super bright, which I love and appreciate so much, because great for content. And secondly, because it's just a little windy, so I've got my jacket on, Jerry's got his jacket on, and it's kind of the perfect spot to be. I also see people bringing their food and turning, the tables here into like a little picnic spot. You can also come here to do walks in the evening. I've seen people like doing serious walking. I believe it's just a couple of kilometers, not much. So if you are looking for somewhere to go get that cardio in, this place could be that for you. Also, absolutely never getting over these New York views, man. While we'd love to stay here for a lot longer, we do have to get to dinner. We have an early morning start tomorrow, and dinner is, I think, about 25 minutes away from here. We're going to take a taxi, so let's get going. Hi, just got back into the hotel room and oh my god, we got a little bit wet. We got quite wet. We couldn't find a taxi, so we walked about, I want to say 15ish minutes. It would be a whole lot more romantic to get drenched in the rain, bin badal barsat vibes in New York City at Times Square if I didn't have the camera and equipment and all of that on me. And I do not know why, but this nikama shoelace of mine has been opening all day and just the right foot. I don't know what's happening. It keeps opening and I keep tying it up and then it opened in the rain. And then I didn't touch it because it was flippity flopping in like on the wet path. Which only means one thing, which means I am going to take both my shoelaces out, wash them so they look the same color because that's gotten a little bit grey. I'd rather not show you on camera. It's disgusting. And then put them to dry. I hope there is a hair dryer. Yes, there is a hair dryer. And I'm going to dry them out then. I'm going to end this vlog here. Today was a productive day. We had 2 amazing meals, alhamdulillah. The breakfast was okay. We're probably going to skip it tomorrow if I'm being honest. And lunch and dinner were both amazing. Harry Potter store was amazing. The Museum of Sex was so interesting. Apart from that, Hudson and Highline, all of that. I think it was just a really nice day. And of course all the shopping. How can I not mention that? It probably was the highlight of my day. I promise to unbox this stuff for you in tomorrow's vlog. That is my promise. We are checking out of this hotel tomorrow morning and moving into the next hotel. In case I did mention this in yesterday's vlog, but basically Air India booked us in for 2 nights here and then the rest of the stay is on us. So we made our own hotel bookings for the rest of the trip in New York and of course everywhere else also as we go. I'll keep telling you. Very excited to just do different things because Cherry and I were discussing a list of itinerary and things we want to do over the next few days, what we want to skip, how we want to reroute and kind of move certain things to other days than we had initially discussed, all that good stuff. I'm really hoping you have enjoyed the 2-3 travel vlogs. Sorry, excuse me.
Roll sound.
Rolling. Sound production, take 2.
I really do hope you've enjoyed these 2-3 travel vlogs that are out there. I hope you also enjoyed the glow up video, the prep and pack video. Today in present tense I've just approved the prep and pack video, so you should be seeing. I'm trying to do it in a way that you see all the content one after the other every single day, 8 p.m. Hopefully I will be able to bring a little bit of my travel experience to you in these videos. Make sure you're following me on Instagram as well because I'm posting quite a bit on there as well. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Turn those bell notifications on because there's some interesting shorts here on YouTube as well, and I hope you're getting notifications on all my uploads because there's so much coming up. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. We live in New York and we want to meet you. Jerry's fave. What I spend as a tourist. Jerry, what are you expecting?
Candles?
Huh?